Football team is a great team win in that I thought we good teams pick each other up, and they had a hard time being consistent moving the ball, with the exception of us helping them. Penalties, just had some really difficult breaks on defense, and but our offense just kept answering. There was a couple times where I'm sure they were hoping that they could maybe get a stop on us and try to re-energize their crowd, but our offense just kept going. Those guys were focused all day. The execution was extremely crisp. The big key is I thought we were able to win up front and run the football. I mean, when you run for 250-something yards and you don't turn it over, you're going to win most of the time. And then we threw the ball for another couple hundred. KP was outstanding. I don't think we had a drop in the game. We talked about playing a complete football game, and that's probably as complete, efficient offensive performance that we've maybe had all year. A lot of big plays in the game, and just real proud of the team effort all the way around the board. Didn't give up any big plays in special teams. That was one of those things I was worried about coming into the game. And we put ourselves in good position now to go home and have a chance to play for our division title. It's all about us. It really doesn't matter about anything else. It's about how we play and how we prepare. And this team has really bought into that. What a great opportunity we have for seniors to play their last game at home in Death Valley and to play for a division title, and be able to go to Tampa. So that's where we are. And it's where you want to be. That's our goal at Clemson. We've been working toward our second goal all season long, and now it's right there within our reach. And we'll have a great week of practice, and we'll be ready to play next week. Hope the Valley will be rocking. But again, awful proud of these guys. I think that's the sixth time that we've beaten NC State. That's a hard thing to do. I don't know if people really realize how hard it is to win, first of all. But then to go on the road and have to win is a tough accomplishment. And our team's just been resilient. They're a mentally tough team. They just continue to come back. Cannot say enough good things about our staff. We have an unbelievable staff that just doesn't panic. They work, they coach, they correct, they coach, and have responded to everything that we've done. Proud of CJ. Just another ho-hum day for him. He's first guy in the history of this school. I mean, I don't know how many other first evers he can have, but the first guy in the history of the school to throw a touchdown, catch a touchdown, and rush for a touchdown in the same game. I don't know when the last time that was done in college football. Maybe Randall L. maybe 10 years ago or something. But it's just, that's amazing. And the guy, he just shows up every week. And everybody knows he's getting the ball, and he just continues to play good football. And I'm a little mad at him. I think he had 97 yards rushing, and he wanted to go back in there and get it. I said, well, you left 3 yards out there today, so get them when you're out there. Just proud of him. I thought KP, our offensive line, Michael Palmer, Jacoby, Xavier Dye, all those guys. Xavier Dye's the Lazarus of college football. I mean, the guy just, he's Mr. Touchdown now. What a great example he is for perseverance. And, just what good hard work can do for you. And then again, I'm real proud of our defense, especially getting some key stops in the second half to feed us the ball back. Did a great job of holding them to a field goal when they had us backed up one time. Good team win.
You talked about taking care of business this week. Would you describe that as a business-like win?
Yeah, I told them before the game, championship teams take care of business. You got business out on the field. You get clocked in, just like our sign says at practice. You clock in, you go to work, and you take care of business, and you seize opportunity. That's what championship teams do. And, I told them, I said, you think you're ready to be champions? They said, yeah. I said, well, do you care about your teammate? They said, yeah. I said, well, we're going to find out today by how you play. And I think they answered that question. We're real happy, but we're just, again, I know I say it every week, we're not satisfied. I mean, we're a confident team, but we're a very humble team because we haven't done anything yet. I mean, we're in position. We're right where you want to be, but we got to finish. That's the bottom line. If we don't finish the right way, then nobody cares. And we've got a lot of work to do. It doesn't matter who you play or where you play or what the records are. It's all about those 4 quarters. And in college football, anything can happen at any time, so you better get ready. And we will work our tail off, have our best week of practice for Virginia, and hopefully play our best football game.
Did you make that point to them after the game, the fact that, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And we hadn't done a dadgum thing other than just, play some good football or put a good little run together. But, when they start sizing us up for the rings, then we can start patting ourselves on the back and saying, hey, great year and all that kind of stuff. We hadn't done anything yet. We're trying to do something that's never been done. We're trying to win the division for the first time. We're trying to win a conference championship for the first time since '91. We've been wandering in the desert at Clemson a long time, and we're trying to find our way. And so we're 7 days away, 4 quarters of football. We've played 40 quarters of football now, and we're down to 4. We've had 103 straight days since August 3rd. 103 days, 40 quarters. Now you're down to 7 days and 4 quarters. So it's all about finishing the race with endurance, because we can see the finish line now. And I think these kids will respond the right way. Happy birthday to Ricky Sapp. Happy birthday to Thomas Alston. It appears Thomas is okay. No breaking his foot or anything like that. Initial reports is that he should be back next week, so that's good news. I don't think we had anybody else. Hopefully we get DeQuan back this week. I know he thinks he's back, so if he'd had some pads, he probably would have played today. Made sure we left his pads at home. But should be a pretty healthy team going into it, and we're blessed with that regard. Really appreciate Coach O'Brien and what he did today for Toys for Tots, and that was an awesome thing that they've done here to try to provide a great Christmas for unfortunate kids that may not get anything if people don't give. So I really appreciate Coach O'Brien stepping up to that, and he's building a good program here. He's having to overcome some things, playing a lot of young guys. I think they've had some guys that aren't in the program anymore. He'll get it done the right way. He's got an excellent staff and a great group of kids out there that play hard.
Coach, you've been a part of championship teams in your past. Do you see the same kind of ingredients with this team as well? Do you see the building blocks?
I do, because to win, first of all, you got to make a decision to win. It's a choice, and our team has done that. They made that decision way back in the off season. They made a decision, and then you got to expect to win. That's a mentality. That's an attitude, and our team expects to win. That's a hard thing. That's about believing. And then you gotta deserve to win, and deserving to win comes from your work ethic, and they've worked. And then you got to be committed to winning, all in, and they've done that. And then probably the most important thing about winning championships is you got to believe in the importance of team, and you got to appreciate each other's role. And this is a football team that believes in team. They appreciate each other. They really care about each other. The coaches, they know the coaches care about them, and as a result, they're a close football team. And when you've got enough talent, when we've got enough talent, we're not great in some areas, but we're good enough. But when you play as a team and you are good enough with all those ingredients, you got a chance.
Coach, I thought there were a couple of third down conversions early in the first half that if you don't convert those could have been a different game. And Kyle, some great throws. Michael Palmer, a great catch.
Yeah, if we throw and complete that pass against TCU, we got another win too. I mean, there's a lot of them ifs. They don't call a holding call at Georgia Tech, might have won that one. And, there's a lot of ifs. Bottom line is they made the plays. And, certainly, you start looking at a football game, you don't make this play there. A lot of outcomes can change, but our kids are making the plays. And that's really what's important. And that's really, we're 10 points away from being undefeated. And that the difference is just making some plays. Playing with confidence, expecting to make the play. And our quarterback is really mature. And, he made some big-time throws out there today. Worked the pocket, that one third down to Michael Palmer was a great third down conversion. He took a hit, he bought time, allowed to run a little angle route underneath with CJ, and Mike did a good job working his route. That was as big a third down. That one in the one to Jacoby right before the half, and that was a good call. We felt like we were going to get a 2-safety deal, and we had a good matchup with Jacoby in the slot and a trip set, and he split them. And they couldn't carry him as a linebacker. So, but a great play by Kyle Parker.